We're here with Quentin de la Pierre, skipper for AC40 and AC75 from Orient Express. Today you were helming in the starboard side from your AC40 for 4 to 5 hours in the water with 7 to 8 knot breeze. How did it felt?
Yeah, really good day for us. I think the team really pushed hard in the last 2 weeks to get the new configuration on our AC40, and today was our first day sailing. It went really good, so yeah, really happy with the day we passed on water.
Okay, yeah, so you modified the electronic settings that control the foils from the auto to manual mode. From the skipper perspective, you thought this modification was going to be more challenging after this day testing?
Yeah, for sure, sailing the AC40 without the autopilot is a big challenge for everyone, and also for us, especially as a new team. All the technicians learned a lot from this period, and it's the sailors' turn now to just improve our skills on water and just try to challenge the boat handling, our skills on the flying mode, and. But I'm really surprised. Like today, it went really good. Yeah, and I can't wait to see what the next days will be for us.
We were surprised to see that in the beginning, in the first run you did, you were like almost flying. The AC40 was looking like the Ferrari horse. Yeah. And then in the second straight you managed to get the boat right. What happened on that one?
Yeah, the first tow test was was interesting, I would say. Big bow up, and after we just reset some data and some just handling, and it went really good after that. And yeah, I mean, sailing 4 hours on this machine without the autopilot, it was just a discovering time, and I'm really happy with the end of the day.
The crew that you were sailing today in the AC40 was the same that you used to sail with the F50. Do you think that this helped to accelerate the learning curve?
I believe so. I think sailing with the same crew on the F50 and on the Cap is a big asset for the team, because we know well each other, and all the guys on board just challenge their skills in every Grand Prix in other circuits like CGP. So I'm pretty sure that it's really good for Orient Express Racing Team to have this sailing team.
Okay, then looking forward to the new AC75. When do you expect to receive it, and which are the steps you will take from now to get ready to sail in it?
Yeah, the AC75, we'll receive it probably just before summer, and it's a big challenge for a small and a new team like us. It's a new campaign, but I can feel the motivation and the energy inside the team. Everyone is really focused. We know that our 75 will be one of the very best in terms of design, and just really focus on having a SF75 really reliable.
We can see other teams like INEOS and Alinghi that they have started to work on match racing. How and when do you plan to face this kind of training?
That's a good question. We are like in a rush every day. We don't have 2 boats, we only have 1. So we train match racing on the simulator, but on water it will be difficult, probably setting the rib to match against us. It will be interesting to watch an AC40 against the rib.
Yeah.
Blake Macmillan, trimmer on Team INEOS Britannia, challenger of record for the 37th America's Cup, today trimming on the starboard side of AC4TB. Blake, unfortunately today not the best conditions for training. Which were the objectives for the day, and were you able to check your boxes?
Yeah, the wind didn't really materialise today as we hoped. With the two boats in their one design configuration, really the objective is mainly two boat, racing, the pre-start practice, and boat on boat, and really kind of pushing the technique and things like that. So we didn't, get to achieve that today with the breeze not fully coming in. We did get to do a bit of sailing and execute the absolute bottom end of the range manoeuvres and seeing how low we could push that down. But yeah, like I said, not fulfilling kind of getting on the race course and kind of really trying to take it to each other on the racing side.
Looking back into yesterday and all the week, and also yesterday speaking with Ben, he mentioned that there are some speed differences in between the boats. Do you feel the same way?
I think we're seeing some subtle differences, which it's amazing that they're one design boats, they come from the same factory, but like with only one design class, there are always some small differences, and we're starting to pick up on those, which is quite amazing to kind of see those subtle differences. And also just being able to really push the technique and things like that, and just the way we sail the boat, and just real simple setup differences is also really valuable to learn from two boats that are very, very close and essentially the same.
Then today we noticed at the beginning of the day that there were some issues on AC4TA. Do you have any idea of what happened there?
It was something to do with the Traveller, but I'm not entirely sure. We were off sailing at the time, and I just heard that they were trying to sort something out with the Traveller, so I don't know exactly what it was.
Do you know if it was a hydraulic problem?
I don't think it was hydro, maybe sensor, or yeah, I think it was a sensor issue.
Good. And the last one, yesterday you were sailing with different jibs on the two boats from your trimmer's position. Are you trimming the jib in the same way, or are you taking the jib guard in a different position, the height of the tack in a different way from one jib to another?
Yeah, they do, for sure set up slightly differently. They're not obviously the same design, so they have different characteristics, and so you have to kind of trim around that and try and get the best out of each jib. So they are slightly different in how you set them up, but no conclusions yet on which one's faster.